Morning, day 1:30. I did about 18 yesterday. The start of the day was very rocky, quite relatively rough terrain, so it was pretty punishing, but I got 9 miles and I got to Ollalie. And so after that I did another 9 miles to a creek, camped in this pretty nice area with a couple that are heading south. Anyway, feet were pretty sore at the end of the day, but second 9 miles, most of it was pretty easy hiking, a lot flatter, pretty comfortable trail. And anyhow, I'm going to try and do a 21 or 23 to a lake, Timothy Lake, and it leaves me about 20 to Timberline Lodge. I hope to get there late afternoon the next day, have dinner, and they have a famous buffet breakfast at the trail, so I'm going to have that and then move on. I got 50 to go then to get to Cascade Locks, the end of Oregon. So another couple of days I'll be there. All right, it's a beautiful morning. It wasn't the they call the green tunnel, but this area here has been clear felled and then a fire went through, which is why you can see all these fireweed everywhere. Anyway, gorgeous day. So while the trail's flowing, I'm going to try and make good speed. So I'm hoping that by 8:30 I'll have done 6.5 miles and be moving towards a pretty comfortable 10 miles before 10 a.m. So if I can do that, I'll be pretty happy for the morning. Alright, time to fill up and keep going. It's 10 miles and hey. I've hiked about 22 miles today. I'm at Timothy Lake, almost the far end of Timothy Lake. I should have just 20 miles to go to get to Timberline Lodge tomorrow, so I can get there for dinner. So I'll get to eat something at the restaurant and then their buffet breakfast, which is supposed to be legendary. So anyhow, I'm camping just up here in the woods here. And I'm going to go for a swim, wash all my clothes. Morning, day 1:31. Camped at Timothy Lake. Had a swim, washed all my clothes. Swam in my clothes. Anyway, just this is towards the end of Timothy Lake. This is the creek that's running into it. At times they create these little bridges and different things. Obviously, they need some maintenance. Anyway, I'm going to try and do, well, I'm going to do 20 miles, get into Timberline Lodge, have a nice dinner, camp there the night, and then do their breakfast, which I said yesterday. Anyway, beautiful creek. This morning. Anyway, it's a nice, relatively clear day. There's some cloud up there, not too bad. I've probably already done 1.5 miles or 2 miles. So I'll keep going and talk to you later. I'm just coming into a parking lot trailhead for lunch, and then I'm about 5.5 miles from Timberline Lodge. It's about 1 o'clock. Met some interesting people today. A couple of horses, people that is hiking from the last trailhead, and a lady called Oates, who's German but lives just outside of Zurich. We've stopped and had a break together a couple of times. Anyway, this trail here is like a number of trails where basically all the bushes lining the trail are, well, that one's not, but all these are blueberries or huckleberries. And on the flatter spots, I just bend down and grab one, stick it in my mouth, grab another one, stick it in my mouth, and keep walking. It's a good way to get a little extra nutrition and tasty. So anyhow, I'm very close, maybe 10 minutes, and then I'm going to have some lunch. This was the first somewhat of a river crossing. There was a note saying 200 foot up the river there was a log, and it was pretty easy to get across. Anyway, I had a quick lunch. It was a very slow day. I waited, actually got to sleep in, and because breakfast didn't start until 8. It was an all you can eat. Of course, I haven't got the hiker hunger, so I ate quite a lot, but it wasn't tons. Anyhow, so I didn't actually leave until 10:30 because it was actually starting to rain, and it was only supposed to last for a little bit, so I stayed for a little bit longer. Talked to Steph, and I kept going. So awful lot of downhill, a lot of climbing, and a lot of downhill. So the knees are feeling it today. I'm going to try and still make an 18-mile day. So I've got about 8 to go. It's late, it's already 3, so I might just go until 6:37. We'll see how we go. So anyhow, I'm going to keep going. I'll talk to you again later. Alright, I've taken a side trail which is blue on our maps, which is called, basically it's called the Blue Blaze. I've taken a Blue Blaze. It's an alternative route from the PCT, and it's because of these falls. It's called Ramona Falls, and I've been told by numerous people it is worth the side trial, and now that I'm here you can see it is gorgeous. Anyway, it's pretty much the same distance as the PCT, so why not? Oh, these are quite amazing. We've seen a few waterfalls today, but this one up close is incredible. Alright, we've still got about 6.5, 7 miles to go, so I'm going to have to keep going. Morning. It's actually, I have no clue what day it is. 1:32 maybe. As I said yesterday, I was at Timberline Lodge, so I had the breakfast. It was raining, so I kind of left late. It was probably at 10:30 by the time the rain stopped. The radar basically showed that it was going to stop, so I decided not to go out and get soaked. I still had planned to make it through to a specific water stop, which was 18 miles. It was an extremely tough day with the up and downhill. Coming down from Mount Hood meant there was a lot of downhill. The last climb of the day was a killer long. 2 guys I met at the top of that hill decided they were going to stay. 2 southerners from Atlanta, and one of them's called Deer Lick. Supposedly the deer like his sweat, and the other one's called El Jefe. Anyway, nice guys. I'd seen them at Timberline Lodge, and anyway, I pushed on for another 3 or 4 miles, I think. Got to that water source. There was nowhere to camp, but Reefa, German girl, she's always leaves lots of messages, so you kind of know where everything is and what water's flowing and whatnot. So I got water pushed on for that extra 1.1 miles. Otherwise I would have had to go back 0.4, which was a nice spot at a car park. They had a picnic table, it's always a plus. But I decided not to add that extra 0.8 for nothing, so I pushed on for the 1.1. Really good spot. Got in really late, 7:30. Was pretty done. Set everything up, made dinner, and sat in my tent, had dinner and tidied myself up, and then went to bed. So because I got in so late, I decided to have a sleep in. So I got up at 6 and I was out by 7. Anyway, today the plan is, I'm not sure exactly how far, probably close to 20. It'll put me down. I'm going to go to Blue Blaze into Cascade Locks because that's where Tunnel falls. If you've watched my old videos from 23, I actually did Tunnel Falls, slack packed it, so without my backpack, and it's pretty amazing falls. So I'll get another few shots of that today, and I'll camp along that Blue Blaze. It means I'll only have a very short day of maybe 5 miles into Cascade Locks, so I'll get in early, maybe even have some breakfast. And that means I'll get on an earlier bus than I had planned into Portland, and then Amtrak up to Seattle. Hopefully if I'm in earlier, maybe I can wash all my clothes, so that part's done. Maybe do a little bit of a resupply so I'm ready once I get into Portland. Into Seattle. All right, I'm gonna keep going. It's a pretty easy hike today. I think most of it's just little ups and downs, but it's a fairly flat hike compared to yesterday's massive climbs and downhills, so I'll keep going. This is called Tunnel Falls. This is a Blue Blaze, so it's not the actual PCT, it's a side trail. I did it 2 years ago.